Hello and welcome to this video where we are going to be covering your mindset. So I've titled it Ignite the Fire because it's probably going to be one of the most, one of my favourite videos I'm going to do in this full program, because the thing that I enjoy doing the most with somebody is seeing not only them changing physically but mentally, is seeing them doing a 180, a complete turnaround in how they think, how they act, how they behave, and it all starts with changing your mindset. So, firstly, we want to set yourself small goals and make them achievable as well. Because the road to getting somebody motivated is they have to be able to see themselves making progress. So how do we do that? We set small, achievable goals, and it doesn't matter if it's get out the house for 5 minutes a day. Because once you take that initial step and you achieve that first goal, you're away and you're flying, and then you go from the first one, the third one to the fourth one, and from there you just become so much more motivated because you're achieving what you're setting out to achieve. Next will be change begins with your thoughts and what you believe to be true. So if you always tell yourself that you can't do something, you'll not be able to do it. If you tell yourself that you're not good enough to be able to do it, then you won't even try in the first place. So you need to start filling your mind with constant positivity every single day. So the way that I personally do that with myself and tell my clients to do is YouTube videos, podcasts, music. So if we're going to go down the YouTube videos or the podcasts, motivational speakers that are my personal favourites are people like Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Mel Robbins, Jim Rohn, Oprah. Even I've found myself listening to her quite a few times. Um, How-to videos as well. So it doesn't even need to be motivational speakers. It could be anything. Now, this is where it's very specific to the individual, but it's anything that improves your ability to do something or giving you the solution to then be able to think, I can actually do this. So, for example, how-to videos. So, how to change my mindset, how to reduce stress, how to reduce anxiety, how to change my behaviors, how to relax, how to increase productivity, how to sort time management, how to cook, how to fix things, make things, build things, anything to increase your knowledge and better yourself. Anything that you feel is going to better yourself in any way, learning a language, doesn't matter what it's going to be, is going to be massive for you because it's going to increase your confidence and allow you to do more and more each time. So from today onwards, I want you to change your inner dialogue to I can, I will, I am good enough, I am strong enough, I will see this through. I don't care what other people think, and I'm doing this for me. That last one is going to be the most important one for you to remember. You're not doing it for anybody else bar yourself. So if you can keep telling yourself if you can keep speaking the internal language of I am good enough, I am strong enough, I will see this through, the more times you say that, the more times you believe it. If you keep filling your head with positivity, you will believe it and you'll start to be able to go, you know what, I'm actually good enough to do this, this, and this. And then that's you. You'll be increasing what you do from there on in. So, a great way to do that is to visualize. So, increase your motivation by picturing the end result. So, if you think about, for example, somebody who wants to be a millionaire and somebody who starts off with absolutely no money whatsoever, they have to start behaving in a way that's going to get them to earn millions of pounds. So what do they start doing? They start getting on top of their time management, their self-discipline. They start putting processes in place which they do day in, day out, day in, day out for years until it works up to whatever behaviours and habits and actions it takes for them to then earn whatever they want to earn. And another example will be, and we'll use weight loss or body transformations or getting stronger, you will have to behave like the person that you're going to be. So you think about your habits, your rituals, your behaviors, your thoughts right now, and they have gotten you up until this point in your life. Now, if you are at this point, this crossroads where you now want to change something about your life, you will now have to start behaving and acting in ways that now is different from what you do currently. So that being getting more activity in the day, better make it make getting more activity in the day, making better nutritional decisions, being more disciplined, maybe making sacrifices where you previously wouldn't. If you start making those kind of decisions and those actions, then you are starting to behave like your future self will. So that's you. You're on the road to success from there because the more that you think about it, the more your actions will be influenced by your end goals. So if you constantly not obsess, we're going to say obsess because this is what I've done with my career. But I obsess about how do I deliver a better service to my clients? How do I give more content? How do I help people more? It's because it's my life. It's I'm so passionate about helping people that I'll sit up until 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, sometimes on the weekends, just researching certain topics so that I can then deliver more content and better content and help people achieve better results and quicker results because I'm so passionate about getting other people results that that's the way I'm wired. I just like helping people and I find it so rewarding. So if you can get that level of passion for your goals and what you want to achieve, then it doesn't seem like this big scary task anymore and you're not saying that you're not good enough because you just I think you have that mental switch in your head that just goes, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not putting myself down anymore. I don't want to waste any more days of my life not achieving what I want to achieve because at the end of the day, we've got a limited time. We're not here for long, so we need to make the best decisions possible so that we have the best life that we can because there's every day that goes by, in my eyes, every day that goes by that you didn't do something that puts you further towards your goal, even if it was just one wee action. If you don't, if you go one day without doing just one wee action, then that's a day wasted in my eyes because, again, time's limited. So we want to at least be taking ourselves one step closer every single day to getting the life and the decisions and whatever you want out of life. That's where we want to be. So, that being said, like I said in previous videos, I'm not looking for 100%. Not at all, because 100% means that you have to be on it all the time. Now, weight loss and changing your body and getting strong and fit and whatever else you want to do, it's not something that you have to apply 100% of your effort to, because 100% of your effort, now, let's not mistake this for effort, let's mistake it for being on the ball 100% of the time. Because effort, yes, you do have to put in 100% effort, but you don't have to do it 100% of the time. So 100% of the time, all the time, isn't sustainable. So you have to think that what would you rather be? Inconsistent but perfect, or consistent but not perfect? So this is why I've come up with the 70-30 rule. And it's just basically preaching moderation. So you think about somebody who has bad habits and bad behaviors, if they do them more than 50% of the time, are they going to make progress? Of course they're not, because the scales are weighing in favor of bad decisions. So if you just tip the scales in your favor and give yourself that flexibility with your decisions to say, you know what, I have been working really hard and I've had a really stressful week, and I'm just going to have one night just where and again, it's not to excessive points, but it's to take the pressure off. So this is where when we spoke about the calories and working them daily versus weekly, it gives you flexibility in your actions and your decisions. So if you do want a couple of extra glasses of wine or a couple of extra bottles, depending on what kind of day it's been or week it's been, then it gives you that flexibility to be able to go, you know what, I'm going to have this wee spell, so day, night, couple of days, whatever, but I'm gonna either make up for it in the days after, or I'm actually gonna work harder on the days running up to it because you've pre-planned it. So having that 70-30 rule, it takes the pressure off, it allows easy changes to your schedule, and it also provides a better environment for consistency as well. Because if again, this is the start of your new lifestyle. So I don't want you to think that, oh, you have to wake up and you have to like absolutely just drive yourself into the ground every single day for 12 weeks. That's not what this is about. This 12 weeks is the start of you making the decisions and making the habits and the changes that are going to be lifelong lasting. So from there, we want to then think about playing the long game. So, as I said, this is the beginning of your new lifestyle. The changes that you make now will be long lasting and pave the way for the new you. And you know that every single day isn't going to be a win, and be okay with that because, again, 100% all of the time is going to burn you out. We need to think long term because I want you in 20 years' time to be this was the thing that changed your life the most, that you went, yep, that triple S method was absolutely the number one thing that helped me out. Small sustainable steps, no pressure, just as long as I'm every single day I'm making a bit of progress and a bit of progress. And if I want to at any point increase that progress by doing more, then I can, but I'm not putting myself under this pressure of I need to hit the ground running for X amount of weeks or months or years and then burn out, and then that's where the yo-yo dieting or progress comes in. We don't want that. We want this to be your last stop. We want this to allow you to then change your lifestyle for the better. So your main aim over time is to raise your bar. So we want to raise the minimum that you do by gradually increasing your activity, your knowledge, your productivity, your mood, your confidence, your self-worth, your fitness, your strength, your mental resilience. The list could go on and on and on. So if you over time increase the bar by saying, I'm going to minimum do X, Y, and Z this week, and then so it could be going out a 10-minute walk. So next week I'm going to go out an 11-minute walk, and then the week after that I'm going to go out a 12-minute walk every single day for a week or whatever. You then over time are gradually increasing and increasing and increasing the amount that you're doing, learning, what kind of activity that you're doing, your mental resilience, anything, because you're raising your bar, you're raising the minimum standard for yourself. And like I'll use the self-worth as an example. You don't take, and apologies for the swearing, but you don't take shit anymore. You are now mentally in a place where you're like, no, I don't deserve this, or no, I'm not accepting that, because you're raising the standards that you're setting for yourself. And that's what I want to do with everybody. I want to allow them to think that, you know what, I don't have to take that, or I don't have to do that because I'm better than that and I deserve better. Because at the end of the day, you're doing this for you. You're doing this to increase every single one of those in that list. So we not only physically want to raise your bar, but more importantly, mentally, because once you start believing that you're good enough, then everything is just going to become so much better for you and your life. So, last thing, you can do this. You absolutely can do this. So, I believe in you. I know that you've got this in you to do this, and I want you to start believing in it too. So I want you every single day reminding yourself why you're doing this and reminding yourself that you can do this and change the inner dialogue in your head. So hopefully that's now going to have lit the fire in your belly and you're good to go. So I will see you in the next video.